PALS is the Peer Assisted Learning Scheme here at Plymouth University, and it offers students the opportunity within their programme for more experienced students to work with less experienced students, studying together. The more experienced students are trained in the management and organisation and smooth running of groups.
Students are given the opportunity to ask further questions about what they're being taught in their formal tutorial sessions or lectures or practicals in a more comfortable and friendly environment with other students there who've already been through the journey of being a first year student, so they kind of understand you know, if an assignment is difficult or there are struggles, and it's a more friendly and comfortable environment for them.
PALS is beneficial to students because it helps both the first years and the second years to get the most out of their course. So for the first years they're very lucky, they get to benefit from the second year's experience. They've already done it all. They know what books are the best, they know how to study for the assessments that are required of them, and obviously for the PALS leaders, they get an awful lot out of running the sessions. They learn new skills to do with communication, talking in front of large groups, tact and diplomacy, and how to deal with people with differing needs, and also just a lot of confidence seems to come through in the second years who are being the PALS leaders.
As a PALS leader, I work with another PALS leader running hour-long sessions with the students in our group. We run group activities and facilitate discussions about both course materials and any pastoral issues that students might be having.
I'm a PALS leader, and in environmental science the second years, sort of tutor and guide the first years in their university experience. So this could be anywhere from the coursework side of it to the revision side of it with the exams, or just about university life and how they're getting on with it.
PALS is beneficial to students because it gives them the opportunity to learn through discussion. They work alongside their peers to talk about things which are important for their programme. Sometimes some of the big questions which are important to their subject, which they may feel quite passionate about, and so they really learn through that discussion process. The more experienced students set up different types of discussion activities which they then run in their PALS session. In addition to discussing and collaborating with their peers, PALS students also develop their academic skills.
When students attend PALS, the leaders that they're talking to have been through the experience, so we can really relate to what students are saying to us. We've done all of that year. We've probably had a lot of the same problems, or know people who have, so we can say, this is what we did. This, you don't have to do this, but this is what might have worked for us.
As a second year student, I actually learnt a lot from the first year students because they did have different experiences to me, and I didn't feel like I was I didn't feel like I was a senior or superior to them as a leader. It's quite an equal relationship where you can all just discuss things, and I think that even as a leader you learn so much from discussing things in a group, as well as your first years are learning from you as well.
As a PALS leader, you get to meet students in the years below you. You get to revise a lot of the content, because when a student comes along and says, I'm really struggling with this, a lot of the time it's something that you remember struggling with, and it's a good way to consolidate your learning of that topic.
A debrief is a regular scheduled meeting between the academic coordinator in the programme and all the PALS leaders in the programme, and it follows on from the PALS session.
In that debrief session, the PALS leaders share with me as the academic coordinator what they've been doing in terms of activities. They're sharing any problems the students may have in terms of the course or a specific module, or anything else that worries the student community. And then we make sure that they have content for the next PALS session. We plan all together the activities for the next session. The PALS leaders can share and exchange ideas about those activities, or they can advise each other as well. If a group has a particular issue, another PALS leader may have a suggestion on how he tackled the problem, or any other ideas.
It's beneficial to our programme because I think, you know, I'm very passionate about students' experiences within the first few weeks of university, and if you look at a lot of the literature, you know, it's a crucial time, and I think, you know, we need to ensure that we get that sort of balance right. I think it's beneficial to the programme because of the complexities of it and the fact that students have the opportunity to, let's say, to get to grips with the programme in a short space of time, because they've only got those first few weeks, and then they're thrown straight into assignments, getting ready for placements, and not having much time, respite time in between. So I think when they've got all these sort of questions boiling up and the sort of anxieties, you know, PALS has been a very nice outlet for those students to come and to have the opportunity to, you know, to unburden themselves, to discuss, to sit down with the students, and to also have that interaction where there isn't always the presence of an academic, so it's very open.
As an academic coordinator, it really excites me to have this PALS scheme available to all my first years, because it gives me the ability to listen more what the students need, because you get shy students, you get students who won't come to you when they have a problem, so it's an extra facilitation, an extra support for the student community, and to get closer to them and design your modules for the forthcoming academic year, because you've got so much insight in the student community.